align your mind with your heart and start working on the things and living in accordance with your values, and then you become like a fucking magnet. Video, baby. Dude, I don't know what the fuck is on my face right here. It doesn't feel like a pimple, because you know, like when you have like big pimples, they like literally hurt. This doesn't hurt, but there's like a fucking bump under my skin. The fuck is going on, dude? But anyways, how are you guys? I just got back from a fucking badass weekend here in Medellin, a mastermind that my friend Thomas put on, and there was a bunch of awesome people there. A bunch of awesome people just trying to live their life, create a better life, have more freedom, serve people, provide value to people, and ultimately make money in the process. But one of the biggest things was that money is related to impact. And a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people think that money's bad, that money's evil. And that is the worst mindset you can have, because you will always repel money. If you think that money is subconsciously bad, and that people don't deserve to have money, then you will never have money, right? But if you think, how can I provide the most value to people? How can I make the biggest impact on the world, solve the biggest problems, help the most people? Money will just be a byproduct, and you will always have money, and you will never be scared to lose money, because you know that money is just an energy exchange, and you are an abundant creature, abundant human being that has endless amount of love, energy, money inside of you. It's flowing out of you. It wants to flow out of you. But the second that you start to be scarce, that you watch everything and you're like, oh, I need to save this, I need to hold on to this, then you're not letting it flow, and you're not tapping into your abundant source of energy. This goes with energy, this goes with love, this goes with money. It's all the same. It's just energy, okay? And yeah, I met so many badass people, like I always do at these things, and that is what I want to talk about, because I want to talk about how you find people who align with your values, okay? And this is tricky because, okay, check it out. I used to feel so alone, okay? Especially when I was like in college and maybe high school, and I was surrounded by people who just wanted to party, they just wanted to get drunk, they just wanted to live for the weekend, because they knew that once they graduated college, they were gonna have to work for the rest of their lives, and this was like the only time that they could have fun, right? Like, I did not align in values with so many people, and for a long time I felt alone, even after college, right? You're surrounded by people who value different things, and you want to be their friends because you want friends, so then maybe you switch up your values, or you feel like if you stay true to your values, then you're not going to have any friends. And yes, that actually is the case at first. Whenever you are brutally honest with what you want, and you start living in alignment with those things, there probably will be a period of time when you're alone, right? You start walking this path alone, and the way that you find people with your values is, okay, first of all, let's go back a little bit, and let's define what values are. Because if you ask somebody, hey, what do you value, right? What are your values? And people do this sometimes, right? Like maybe the New Year's resolution thing, like, oh, let me write down what values I want to live by this year, right? Like, what are the values that I want to have, that I live by, etc., etc. And people just put like basic shit. And like, I've done this before too, okay? Like honesty, integrity, hard work, discipline, love, like all these things, right, that people say they value. And that's great and all, right? Like you aspire to be these values. But here's how you actually find what you value. Okay? And this is going to be like revolutionary maybe for some of you. You take note, you document, you take inventory, that's the word I'm looking for. Take inventory of the things that you're actually spending your time on. Right? So if you're saying you value hard work and discipline and yada yada, but you're actually spending like 2 hours a day scrolling on TikTok, right? You don't go to the gym every day. You say you value health and eating good, but you're also eating McDonald's. Like, that doesn't line up, right? The way to find out what you value is to look at what you do. Take inventory of the things you're doing. So if you're watching TikToks 2 hours a day, then you value TikTok, or you value distraction, right? Or if you're watching Netflix, then you actually value watching Netflix, which is totally fine. You can value these things, but if you want to have different values, or if you say your values are different, but you're not doing those things, then you don't actually value those things, right? If you say you value staying healthy and going to the gym and being fit, but you're not going to the gym, then you don't actually value that, because you would be doing it, right? So the first step to find people that align with your values, that the values that you say you have or that you want to have, is to first value those things yourself, to first get clear about what you actually value and start living your life in alignment with your values. This might sound like, whoa, dude, like revolutionary, but yeah, if you want to meet people that value the same things as you, then you first need to make sure that you are living in accordance with those values that you have. And once you have those values, and once you are living in alignment with those values, then you will naturally start to do things that are in alignment with those values. So if you value freedom, if you value discipline and working out and health and all these things, then you naturally start doing the things that you want to do. And then maybe you go to different events. Like for me, I value personal growth and I value expanding my knowledge, so that is why I went to this event here in Medellin, which I didn't have to go. If I didn't value self-improvement, then I wouldn't be there. And all the people there wouldn't be there either, because they all value the same thing. So now I find myself, first of all, in Medellin, right? This event is Medellin, so the people that live in Medellin obviously value thinking for themselves. They value going out into the world for a search of something better, of following their heart. That's why everybody is here. That's why everybody is at these events. So now I'm at an event where the minimum requirement to even know about it, to even be there, is that you already have to value creating a life that is different from what society wants, right? Because all the people that I'm talking about are not from Medellin, but they all live here, or they all are living here right now. They moved here from their home country, which is America, Germany, all over, Spain, right? There's people that come here from all over the world because they just are looking for a different type of life than what has been offered to them in society. So that is like the bare minimum requirement to even be in Medellin. And then once you're in Medellin, then it requires another value, another set of values to even want to attend a weekend-long event that is all about making money online, or how to build a business that gives you more freedom, that you're able to help other people and serve other people. Like, now that's a whole nother value. Like, these are two values that step on top of each other. And the people that you meet at these events all have these same values. So you, by you valuing that, and by you doing the things that you want to do, right, you will naturally meet other people who do the same thing. If you value taking ice baths and doing hard shit, then you will probably find a community of people that are doing that, and then you're going to meet people with the similar values, because that's the stuff that you do. You don't show up to these things knowing people, right? Like, this is where you meet people with similar values, by pursuing the things that you love to do and the things that you do, right? I have met my best friends either while traveling, just at cafes, or just online, or like at the gym, like doing the things that you value. Okay, and then like at the event, not everybody there was super into fitness. Like, people work out and stuff, but like not 100% of people. But then the people that do, we all bonded together because we were working out together at the event, and that was a whole new level. It's like, oh shit, we all value the same things, and then now we all value like getting fit, working out, you know. And then you start meeting these people, and that's how you start to meet people with similar values, right? And the more values that you share with somebody, the deeper you connect, and the stronger that bond becomes, right? The stronger that bond is, and the better friendship that becomes. So, long story short is, if you want to meet people who align with your values, you first have to align yourself with your values. Bless me. You first have to align yourself with your values, and then you have to start living out your values, even if that means doing it alone. It's okay if you do it alone. I guarantee you it's okay. You're not going to be alone for long, because the more that you're putting out, what you value, who you are, the more you're going to start to attract people with those similar values. They're going to gravitate towards you. You're going to gravitate towards them. It's like a pull. It's like a magnet. And then you're also going to repel people that don't have those values. Even me posting on YouTube, I've already been attracting people with similar values. Like, dude, I want to post, like, I want to grow on YouTube too. We have same goals, we have same visions, we have same dreams. And that is how you attract people, and ultimately you end up surrounding yourself with people with similar values. And life just works that way too. If you put out something, if you are seeking something and you're intentional about it, life will literally just give you that. Like, if you're following your heart and you're doing the things that you want to do, that you truly value, not what you think you should value, not what you think looks good, like, this comes from here, and this can be anything. You shouldn't feel bad for valuing different things in me. Just value what you want to value, but be honest with yourself about what that is, and then follow that relentlessly. Okay? Align your heart with your mind, or more so, align your mind with your heart, and start working on the things and living in accordance with your values, and then you become like a fucking magnet. And life will put people in your way, in your path, that radiate at that same frequency. I know it sounds woo-woo, but it's actually just the way reality works. Okay? But you have to align yourself with reality, and you have to align yourself with your values so that you are able to attract other people with similar values. And I guarantee you, it just happens. It's one of those things that, like, if you just do it, it just fucking happens. And if you value solo traveling, if you value adventure, if you value freedom, if you value creating a different life, and you start doing that, even if you're alone, you will 110 billion% find other people on that same path. I can say this from experience. I can say this from experience from other people that I hear, like I'm meeting at these events. You just have to start doing the things that you love, that you value. And the more intense you are with your values, the higher of a threshold of a, what's the fucking word? The higher barrier, no, it's like there's less people up here with all these values. So it's easier to find these people because there's less of them out there. And in a counterintuitive way, right? There's so many people over here, so it's like hard to connect with people. But it's like there's like a filtration system of people with these values, and then you're like, oh shit, you have these values too. Like you see them in like a big open sea of other people, and you're like, dude, we share the same values, and then you fucking become friends, and you become really good friends. Okay, I've made the best friends this past year and a half just by starting to do the things that I love, by diving and pouring myself into the things that my heart wants to do and living in accordance with my values. So I hope this makes sense. I know I'm kind of rambling, but like I said, if you want to find people with similar values, align yourself with your values and start living in accordance with those values. And don't worry about it if you're doing it alone at first. You will meet other people on the same path. Just dive head first, dive into the unknown, follow your heart, and everything will take care of itself. So that is it. That's all I have to say. Thank you for listening. I hope this helps you. And if you want to travel and make money online and have more freedom, I made a whole blueprint about how I've done this, and I've made $12,000 per month. You can get it, the link below, and I literally cover everything. So I hope that helps you guys, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Like, subscribe, all the shit, baby. Much love.